sin, sin them all. Take a risk or take a trip, you know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. Taken at the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball, then limit that gain.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Looking to throw is Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. To the air, Williams. That is incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to the running game with Swift. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 on a carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Once again, it's Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. To throw, Williams. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Here's Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Colston Loveland from 17 yards out. And the Bears will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
The score, Bears 7, Buccaneers 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return is Darden. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Gervon Dexter, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
At the 16-yard line.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now a handoff up the middle. Beverly. They'll get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Ran about the election as up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. People diabetic. They know they full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it what we knew and lose with the etiquette.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Here we go. Here we go. Cougar night. Cowboys.
They'll drop the throw. That's caught. Emeka Egbuka. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Complete to Emeka Egbuka. 1st and 10 at the 30.
They'll run on 1st down. Beverly. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. will be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
They'll look to throw. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Eagles, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Here's Tommy Townsend
on to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To throw, it's Williams. A pass complete to Odunze. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Second and a couple. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
First down, Chicago.
Here we go. We got Biggie Frosty. Big.
From the gun, here's Swift. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Throwing is Williams. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Run it up. Westy.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line.
First down.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the toss to Swift. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
Swift is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Come on.
In motion to tight end.
19, Tiger. Ready.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
18-yard line.
Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Wilson's got it complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Buccaneers.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bears' 26-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
Up the middle they go. Beverly. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves.
Now back to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's their quarterback as time expires in the first half. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
This is Swift on the counter.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Looking to throw is Williams. Throw right side taken in by Adunze.
They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Ready to run.
To the air, Williams. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Williams. That is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here's Swift. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. One more time with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
Vegas!
They'll look to throw for it with Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jalen Hyatt from 4 yards out. And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Ready,
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
go, set.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Hey, check that. Street. Tag. Ready.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Ready. Hey, smash Bronco. Let go.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 50 yards. And the Bucs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. There aren't any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
To throw, Williams. Hyatt has got it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Running is Swift. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They'll run with Swift. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
This is where coaches have to spend a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go.
DeAndre Swift. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Buccaneers, 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now a carry for Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The offense on third down, they haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This is 3rd and 4. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Luther Burden from 13 yards out. And the Bears continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Hey, check that.
Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. And a short pickup to about the 25. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Beverly. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. On play action, they'll throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
That's good for a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Beverly. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Garcia. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Garcia. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 2nd down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Emeka Egbuka, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Lining up for the point after.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Buccaneers 21. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it was strictly for pride.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
I got places to go. People to see, time is precious. I look at my Cartier out of control.